Hey guys, this is Gerry for Kids First, and today we're reviewing the DVD Alisa Knows What to Do Season 1. This is an episode-packed DVD full of adventure, comedy, and a lot of fun that the whole family will enjoy. Now, the collection of episodes, each episode's a little different, but mostly it follows a teenager in the year 2090, and her name is Alisa. And then the year 2090, Earth is more of a sci-fi-ish world, a very stereotypical sci-fi world. We have aliens, we have spaceships, we have hovercrafts, we have robots, we have all the goodness you can imagine. And we even colonized many different planets like Pluto, and now we have a whole brand of people trying to research and locate endangered species all around the galaxy. And there are so many cool things that the show looks into, like it looks into AI, it looks into robots and cyborgs, it looks into ancient aliens, and so many other cool things that really have endless adventures, and every single episode is a whole new world for the show to explore, which I really liked, and it was just so unique. I have to say that my favorite episode of all the episodes, which is a lot, is the episode Games Without Rules. What I really liked about the episode is just how gorgeous it is. This episode takes place on the dwarf planet Pluto, and I have to say, I really love what they did with Pluto. It was, of course, a dark moon, but it was just so gorgeous to see the other moons around the Pluto system, and also to see the things they talked about. They talked about an opening of a galaxy museum, which is such a cool concept, but the building, it's ginormous, it's beautiful, it's a little spooky, but I'm not going to reveal what happens. Pretty much, something happens when Pluto gets eclipsed, and a lot of bad things happen. If you want to find out what I'm talking about, what happens when Pluto gets eclipsed, you gotta watch the show. I really, really recommend it, and something I really like about it is how it's perfect for the family. Even though it is meant for younger ages, I still think it would be good for adults as well, because there's a lot of entertainment values. It's overall a funny show. I think people of all ages could laugh at it. I have to say, every single episode has a very high level of quality, and one of my favorite aspects is the unique animation. It is 3D animated, but the design of buildings and characters and even robots and spaceships is just a little bit altered, and I think that has to do with the fact that it's made in Russia and not United States, which was a nice change to see from the stereotypical sci-fi animated shows, and I really like that kind of unique and interesting factor. Now, something else that I do not like about the show that may be also due to it being made in Russia is the fact that it has been dubbed for the English language. Now, this overall works very well. I think the voice acting is beautiful. I think it's very emotional and perfect with the character. But one thing I thought could have been improved on was how it syncs up with the character's lips and how it kind of flows with the scene. It's not too noticeable in most scenes, but in some scenes it is the only thing you can look at, and that is a pretty major problem. But I still think that the voice acting, the character design itself is spectacular, and it really, really makes the characters come to life. Like I said before, it's really meant for all ages. My only recommendation to parents is that very young ages may find it a little too mature, because there is a tad bit of violence, since there's a lot of alien words and a lot of alien species in this show that could lead to some more hostile situations. So I give an age rating of 10 to 18. Like I said, it's a perfect family show. Overall, I have to give the series 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think that the show is spectacular. Each story is unique, it finishes perfectly, it has twists and turns, the animation is unique and gorgeous and beautiful. My only complaint is with the dubbing. It's a little synced off, but I think that overall it's really not that noticeable, and only in a few scenes in the entire DVD do you actually notice it. If you'd like to get a copy of this DVD, it's now available in stores near you, so definitely check it out. I'm Gerry for Kids First. Bye!